What's happening, everybody, on YouTube? Steve again with Raiken Profit, coming back to you with another Google Live Hangout, live from my office. And as you can see behind me, I got a bunch of stuff that I picked up over the last week or so, and items that I'm going to sell on eBay and hopefully make a profit from. So I figured I'd make a little live hangout video showing you exactly what I got in terms of this haul. I've got some shoes, I've got some clothing. Excuse me for 1 second. I got some shoes, I've got some clothing, some hats, some bags, some vintage electronics, belts. So we got a wide variety of items. It's not going to be just, dress shirts or button fronts. So hopefully you're going to learn something new today, and maybe you could get familiar with these items. So when you're out at the thrift store or you're going to yard sales or tag sales, as we like to call them in the East Coast, or you're at an auctions, estate sales, wherever you go to source your items, if you come across these things, you can make a better buying decision, take a calculated risk, and ultimately have the result of making some money. So, that's why I do these things. I like giving back. I like helping the community, just like you folks help me every single day, because I know there's so many of you out there who are making videos and blog posts and sharing your stuff on Facebook. And honestly, I've only been doing this for a few years, so I would be crazy to think that I know it all, because I'm not even close. I'm learning every single day. I'm building my business every day, learning new systems, learning new items, learning from my mistakes, receiving tips that help me. So, that's what it's about. It's about giving back to the community, helping, and, if we stick together, we can really stay strong and really grow our businesses. So I'm going to ask you guys, first of all, to leave a comment down in the comment section on the YouTube part of the comments, and let me know that, first of all, you could hear me okay, that there's no lag or anything, and secondly, let me know that you could see me all right, and things are going through all right. I just want to make sure that before I spend 20-30 minutes with you guys, I want to make sure that everything's clear and we're on the same page. So I'm going to check the comment section. Feel free to say hello. Let me know how you're doing. Have you had any sales? What's going on? What's new? If you can hear me and see me okay. So bear with me for a moment. I'm just going to make sure that things are smooth. Jamie's joystick. I like your avatar picture. It looks like it's a Nintendo 64, the green one, if I'm seeing that correctly. Hey, Raiken, first time I got to watch you live. Awesome. I know that's kind of a weird time right now. Over in Connecticut where I live, it's about 1:50 in the afternoon, so I know a lot of people are probably at work, and the only people that are probably watching me now are, who knows, maybe stay-at-home moms, or if you have the day off, or if you're a full-time reseller like me, or an entrepreneur and you kind of run your own hours. So hopefully we can get a good amount of people in here and share some cool information. Looks like we got 7 people in here right now, so I'm definitely grateful for every one of you who takes time out of your day to check out this video. I'm going to get started in a minute. I just want to make sure that things are smooth. I'll be checking the comments, shouting some people out, and then I'll get up off my chair and start showing you some items that I picked up recently, and kind of give you an idea of, the brands, obviously, what I think I could sell them for, what I paid for, and any cool, selling points or tips that could help you if you ever come across these items. So I'm just in the comment section right now. And if you guys are unaware, maybe you haven't seen some of my latest videos this month, I actually did get a new office. So as you can see, I'll try to move it around. There's the front door. There's some packages that I sold, or some items that I sold. This is one room. There's also, I'm connected. There's another door right there where there's like my photography room and everything. So it's about 400 square feet. This room right here is probably, I don't know, 300 square feet. And then the room next to me where I've got my lighting set up and my backdrop, and I've got a table in there for when my employee's doing the listings. That's probably about 100 square feet. So it's somewhat of a small place. Down the hall, there's also a storage locker that I use to hold all my inventory. I've got about 6 industrial-style clothing racks in there, really big ones that could hold up to 250, 300 clothing pieces each. So I've got a lot of inventory in there. And, yeah, loving the office. It's treating me well. And it's really nice to be able to get to separate my, my home life with business, because it can catch up to you. It really can when you don't separate them. Nicola Meager, what is happening? All okay, thank you. We got Donnie Cole, looks and sounds good on my end. Awesome, glad to have you here, Donnie. Barry Gilbert, hey Raiken, coming in loud and clear. Sold my first suit the other day. Congratulations, Barry. Let me know in the comment section what kind of suit it was. Maybe you could let me know as well where you got it, how much you paid, and if you made a profit. Hopefully you did. Jamie's joystick, loud and clear. Jamie's joystick, yep, jungle green in 64 mint. Just sold it for 60 bucks. That's what I like to hear. All right, so I'm going to jump into this little haul video right now. It looks like we got a good amount of people in the room. You know, if you guys like these videos, take a second to hit the thumbs up button. It's right underneath my name. There's a like and a dislike. Hit the like button. Let me know. That'll let me know that, you know, you enjoy these videos. I'll keep making more. And also it'll help to, you know, have YouTube push this video out to more and more people so they can see it. So, yeah, just definitely hit the like button. I'd appreciate that. But I'm going to get up right now and start showing you guys some items. If you have any questions about the items that I'm showing you, leave a comment below in the comment section because I'll be checking it periodically from time to time. If you, you know, like I said, if you have anything you have to say, just let me know and I'll be in there. But let's get started. All right, this first item that I actually picked up, let me know what you guys think this is right here. I'm actually going to put this aside. I want to know what you guys think this is, and I'll come back to it. But it has something to do with clothing. Let me know. But I actually got this with a piece of clothing, believe it or not, and the brand is Ashier. I'm not really sure, but it came with a piece of clothing. Probably could sell for 15 or 20 bucks. It was free. Let me know what this is called. I know what it is, but I'm going to test you guys. All right, next up to bat is a belt. And I've been messing with belts a little bit. I've been selling a few. I just sold a really nice Allen Edmonds belt the other day. I think that sold for 20 bucks. I sold another one for, I think it was like $25. So Allen Edmonds, as you guys know, that's a really high-end household brand. I mean, those things could go upwards to 100, 150 bucks for a belt. I could only imagine. But this is another genuine leather belt right here. The brand is Coach. Yeah, I know you're not going to be able to see that on my webcam, but I'm not sure what I paid for this. I think I paid like $1.99, and this should probably bring in maybe 20 bucks, maybe a little more, a little less. And again, when it comes to belts, you kind of want to stick to the brands that do well with clothing. So a lot of the popular, you know, items that like designer brands, like the Italian brands that do well for clothing, are probably going to do pretty good for the belts as well. But again, you always want to make sure to go into the sold listings, kind of get an idea of what's selling, what's not selling, because things do vary from item to item. For example, maybe a belt will bring in 30 bucks in a specific brand, whereas that same brand in a dress shirt doesn't do as well. And that's kind of just how it is. But that's just a basic principle. If a brand does well for clothing, like Allen Edmonds, even though that's shoes, it's probably going to do good for a belt. And the same goes for this. This is an Orvis belt right here. It's kind of a little bent. I got to straighten it out. But Orvis is a really nice brand. Fishing shirts, fishing pants, outdoor stuff, that type of stuff, the vintage shirts. And paid $1.99 for this right here at Savers. I picked this up about, I think it was a week or two ago. I'm not sure. And some of these Orvis belts can bring in some really good money. Like I said, it's kind of bent right now, but I'll straighten that out. It's got these little beads and buttons on it. It's pretty cool. Size 34. Looks like it is 100% leather, made in China. But these things can bring up to 25, 35, 40 bucks used. Check out some of the Orvis belts on eBay. You'll be surprised, trust me. But I'm going to shoot for like $30 on that. This is a beautiful belt right here. Take a look at the design. I wish you could feel it. It's really, really strong. It's hard. It's got this kind of this little weaving in between it. Very interesting belt. This is by Orvis as well. And I tell you right now, the Orvis belts do really well. Take a minute after this video to go into the sold listings on eBay and just check them out because you're going to be surprised. And believe it or not, when I walk into these thrift stores, you know, a lot of people, I see them gravitating to the dress shirts, the polo shirts, even the shoes, but a lot of people, they don't even look at the ties. They don't look at the belts, like the accessories. You can find some really nice gems in there. and I've been picking up a lot of them lately. I just got to get them listed up. But this is, again, the brand Orvis, size 36, a nice weaving pattern. I believe this is leather. It kind of is like a rougher material, so I'm not sure. But I got to do some more research. I think I'm going to aim for like 25 on this one, maybe 30, and only paid a few bucks on that. Let me know in the comments, do you guys have any success? Have you had any success selling belts? Here's a cool little find I found yesterday. I was actually dropping off my packages yesterday at the post office, and like I was saying earlier, I just moved over to this office about a month ago, and I'm not really familiar with the area. And after I dropped off my packages, I went to get some lunch, some Chinese food, and I noticed that there was a little mom and pop thrift shop next door. And while I was waiting for my food, I'm like, you know, I'm gonna just go in there and check it out, because some of those mom and pop thrift stores are like gold mines. There's not a lot of people that go to them. There's not a lot of people that know about it, and sometimes they get really good items in there donated, and they sit for 3-4 months. I mean, amazing things that people just, there's just not enough foot traffic in there. And if someone goes in there with knowledge, someone like you, who, you know, maybe you read 101 Killer Clothing Brands or Blazing Profits, or even watching a lot of videos on YouTube, and you have that knowledge, you could really clean up really well in there. And I mean, this isn't the best thing right here. This is just a hat. This is a World Games Connecticut 1995 Special Olympics hat, and it's actually by the brand Starter. So there's one that's somewhat similar on eBay right now for $50. I mean, not sure what I could get. Maybe I'll only get 10. Maybe I will get 50, but I'll probably fall maybe somewhere in the 25 mark. But I mean, this isn't the greatest find, but those mom and pop shops, sometimes you could find the most amazing things in there. I mean, I've gone into a mom and pop shop and found like 7 or 8 Ermenegildo Yegna suits. I mean, for $3-4 bucks each. Sometimes they're ridiculously cheap. I mean, I found amazing Mario games at these mom and pop thrift shops. There's another one near my hometown that I go into all the time when I get a chance, and you will not believe the interesting things that you could find. So definitely look up thrift shops in your area. The ones that aren't mainstream, like the Savers, Goodwill, or the Salvation Army. Try to find the ones that are under the radar a little bit, and you're going to surprise yourself. Trust me. Here's another item, a really cool item that I found. I think I found this. I'm not sure if the tag's still on it. I think I found this at a Goodwill. The brand is Timbuktu. Shout out to Chris at the Bonafide Hustler YouTube channel. He's one of my partners, one of the admins of the Green Room. And I remember when I was watching one of his videos a long time ago. I mean, Chris, he's been making videos for a few years now. I remember him talking about this brand, and I've actually found it a few times. I've made a lot of money from that video. It's Timbuktu. It's kind of like a little handbag carrying case or something you just put on your shoulder, I think. Almost like a newspaper delivery style or something. But Timbuktu is the brand. These things sell pretty well. I've sold these things between $20 and upwards to $50, just depending upon the size, the design. I'm really not an expert when it comes to this stuff, but I know Timbuktu is an excellent brand. It really sells well. And if you find anything like this for, I'd say $5 or less, maybe upwards to 7 or 8. Definitely pull the trigger on it, and you can make some good money. But Timbuktu. All right. Speaking of a brand I was talking about earlier, this is the brand Allen Edmonds. A really nice pair of dress shoes, and I mean, they're in excellent condition. Besides the soles, they're kind of a little worn. As you can see, they're actually very worn. I was only in it for $5, so I figured I'd pull the trigger on it. Allen Edmonds, I mean, these things new in the store could sell upwards to, I don't know, you guys tell me, $300, $400, even $500. I mean, check those things out. Sold used on eBay, they can vary anywhere between, I'll say, $30 for the really worn ones, upwards to $150, $200 if you get a really nice mint pair of Allen Edmonds. And, you know, the different styles sell for different prices, just like anything, even with clothes. I mean, something with French cuffs or something, you know, with an embroidery or a different kind of style will sell more than one that doesn't have it, maybe. But Allen Edmonds, $5 with the wear on the bottoms. I don't know. Maybe I'll get between. Oh, I got to clean these things up. They're dirty. Maybe I'll get between 30 or 40, maybe even upwards to 80. Who knows? But I really doubt I'm going to get a lot just because of the wear on the bottom. All right, this was a cool little find I found yesterday. I'm not even going to open my eyes. These are actually prescription on here. These are glasses, vintage glasses. The brand is AO Safety. AO Safety. and they're kind of like a little vintage. I don't know what you call them. It kind of looks like something a police officer would wear maybe, but it looks like there's definitely prescription lenses in here because when I put them on, I can't see anything. But I was looking these things up on the sold listings, the AO safety glasses, and some of them could vary between $5 and $10 on the low end, which is nothing. But then other ones could get upwards to $30, $40. So I figured for 99 cents, I'd roll the dice and just see what happens. I mean, that's really what it's all about when you're reselling and you're picking. It's all about taking calculated risks and putting your money in places that have potential to make you good profits. I mean, I'm not going to risk 99 cents if I only think you get $5 and the highest one selling for $9.99, but I will put 99 cents into something that has potential to possibly make $30, $40 if I end up if it ends up being something that's really in demand. And sometimes you don't really know until you test it out. I mean, the sold listings were all over the place for these things. But if you know anything about these AO safety glasses with a prescription lens in it, let me know in the comment section. I definitely would appreciate that. All right. This is a Panasonic Auto Start or Auto Stop pencil sharpener, and these things sell really well. I think these are selling between $20 and $30 on eBay. Tested it out. It works great. I mean, I might even just keep this for the office because it's always good to have around, and these things last forever, it seems like. I've sold probably maybe 4 or 5 of these in the past over the last few years, and like I said, the Panasonic Auto Stop electric pencil sharpeners could bring in some really good money. They've got the little things that stick to the table on the bottom. And if you look for these things, like if you go to Savers or Goodwill and you go to the section where they have like the office supplies, you'll find like little folder organizers, and you'll find like paper shredders. You'll always find these sharpeners. I find them all the time. A lot of times I'll test them, and sometimes they won't work, or there'll be an issue, or it's just maybe a little too worn out, or maybe it's $7 or $8 and I pass. But a lot of times you'll find these things for $1.99, especially at Savers. I mean, even at Savers, believe it or not, and you can flip them for $20, $30, maybe even more, depending upon the exact model. But Panasonic, $1.99, probably get 25, 30, somewhere around there. All right, I'm going to check the comment section real quick and see what's going on. Oh, yeah, real quick, I'm going to tell you guys what this is. If you weren't sure what this was, I whipped this out a little while ago. This is actually a pocket square, and what you do is you fold it up all nice, and you just put it in the little pocket, the chest pocket with like the suit jackets and stuff, and it's kind of just like a little fashion accessory. So I found this. This was actually in a Harris tweed sport jacket that I found, and I looked it up, and they're going between 10, 15, even upwards to $20 for these things, especially because it's a cool, unique design. It'll probably sell for like 10 or 15, but I mean, it's so light, it's probably like 2 ounces, so it'll be cheap to ship, and it's just pretty much free money. But I'm going to check the comment section real quick, see what's going on in there, see what's happening with you crazy resellers, maybe answer some questions, shout some people out. Again, if you guys like these videos, hit that like button. I definitely appreciate it. Share it on your Facebook page if you have a group or anything like that. Share it. Help folks out in this community to learn something new, and to bring this community even closer. Serious Neo, oh dang, you're live. I'm live right now, just for you. Barry Gilbert, suit was a Joseph A. Bank, bought for $5, shipped for $6, sold really quick for $29. Had a second and listed that one for $39. I'd be curious, Barry, to know what style it was. And when I say style, I mean like if you look at the tag, sometimes it'll say like the Gold Series, which is the best. Other time it'll say like the Executive Series or the Corporate Series. I'll tell you right now, the Gold Series, the Gold Signature Series, I believe that's what it's called in terms of the Joseph A. Bank brand, those sell the best. I sell those things for $100 or more, sometimes 60 or 70 if you want to get rid of them quick. But those are the really hot ones, the ones you want to look out for. I mean, check those things out brand new in a store. I mean, $1,000 plus. It's crazy. But nice flip right there. If you bought for $5, shipped for $6, you're up to $11. Fees, $14, sold for $29. So you made probably about $15. So can't beat that. Turning $5 into $15, tripling your money. Great job. Picking Las Vegas. What's up, Alex? Multicolored handkerchief for the pocket on blazers or sport coats. You got it. pocket square, definitely an awesome accessory. James joystick. I got a couple pairs of pants from the Goodwill the other day. I got a brand new pair of Banana Republic dress pants, brand new with tags. Tags retails $100 plus. These pants had a little hole in the front left pocket. It's not bad, but the size of a pea. And a pair of Zanella dress pants, which is missing a back button. Would you still resell these? And just let the customer know there's wear to the pants. Well, in terms of the Banana Republic dress pants, especially when they're brand new with tags with a retail of $100, if even with a little flaw, it'll still sell. Just make sure, really, take the time to describe it in your item. Like when you list your item, like there'll be a top box that says item description or something like that. Put it in there. You can even squeeze it in your item specifics if you want, and into the bottom description where there's like the main portion of the stuff. I mean, just plaster it all over that there's a flaw, because believe it or not, like especially the people buying with the mobile phones and stuff, they buy in such a hurry, and I feel I get a lot of returns from those folks because they don't take the time to read the description properly. So I mean, all in all, I really try to avoid selling the flawed stuff because they take longer to sell, they don't sell for as much profit, and you know, the returns, there's going to be more returns. I mean, even if you say no returns and you put no returns in your condition, not your condition, your description area, whatever, you say no returns, all they have to do is hit item not described, and they're going to get their money back. So, I mean, you can still sell it, just reduce the price a lot, plaster all over your listing that it has a flaw, and reduce the price. And the Zanella dress pants, I mean, I would do the same, but, you know, with dress pants and stuff, I mean, the back button isn't a big deal, but anytime you deal with, like, the more formal stuff, any flaw really starts to hurt the overall price and odds that you're going to sell it. So, I mean, just be more careful in the future to, you know, inspect your items. Prime Fine, Steve, how's it going? Sounds good, and I am here because I am a full-time reseller. Glad to hear, not a stay-at-home mom. Well, thanks for tuning in. I appreciate it. And looks like that's about all for the questions right now. So I guess I'll go back into the haul, show you guys some more items. All right, got myself a baseball glove. Have a catch with you guys real quick. I'm such a loser. This is the brand Mizuno. Awesome brand right here. This is a first baseman's glove, and you can tell, I don't know what you call it, but just by the design, it's a first baseman glove. They have it shaped this certain way because a lot of times, like when you're a first baseman, the ball, like say the shortstop or the third baseman throws it to you, a lot of times there'll be like bad bounces and stuff. And just the way this thing is shaped, it helps you to be able to like scoop the ball up really good. So this is a first baseman's glove right here. Check the design out. This is a right-hand thrower glove. So like anytime you list a baseball glove, you want to make sure to put forth if it's a right-hand thrower glove or a left-hand thrower glove. Also make sure to put the size, the material. This is leather. Even the model. This is an MPR F001. The baseball gloves, they sell really well. Look these things up brand new, or just go over to Dick's or Sports Authority or any sporting equipment store that you have and check out the prices of these things. I mean, these things can go upwards to $200, to $300. I mean, ridiculous prices. So if you pick one of these things up for $5, especially the first baseman's gloves, you could get an easy $50. But it really depends on the model. Catcher's gloves do well, also really well. But Mizuno is an awesome brand. It does have the last name or the first name right in this area of the previous owner. That could affect the value a little bit, but again, I'm going to disclose it, take really good pictures, and someone's going to love this glove right here, Mizuno. Shout out again to the Bonafide Hustler, man. He's been making me a lot of money over the last few years. This is a pair of Vasquez hiking boots, and if you look at the soles, made by Vibram. Paid $4.99 for these puppies. I mean, they got some wear, but I mean, these are strong shoes. I think they got like that, what's it called, those, the metal toes or whatever, the steel toes, really strong boots right here. I mean, got to clean them up. They're a little dirty, but these things should probably bring in, I'm going to guess 40 or 50, maybe more, maybe less, not really sure, just throwing out a random number. Do your own research, but Vasquez, awesome pair of boots, strong pair of boots, size 10, definitely going to make more than $5 on those. Here's another pair of shoes I picked up, some women's New Balance shoes, only in those for $5 or $6. I mean, really nice bottoms, barely worn. What was the model on this? These were the 134 SEs. They do really well. These things are like $100 new in the store. Probably get $40 for those. New Balance is an awesome brand. And here's another awesome item. I've never picked this up before, but it's a swing line, 67 electric. It's an electric stapler. And these things are going for some pretty good money. I think they're going between like 20 and 40 on eBay. Don't quote me on that. Somewhere around there. This is the model number 67 by Swingline. Electric stapler, but in that for I think $199 or $299. So again, you know, taking a risk. I did test it out; it worked, and we'll see what happens. Not sure, but I think I'll do okay with that. All right, let's get into some clothing. This is a cool, kind of like a clubby shirt. It's got the embroideries on the left and right side. Also on the back, the brand is Roar. No, it actually is Roar. R-O-A-R. Kind of like what a lion does. It roars. Does a lion roar? Who knows? But awesome shirt right here. I've sold this before. These things could do pretty well. It's got the regular cuffs, nice buttons. Like I said, the embroidery. Size large. Should get maybe 20 to 30 bucks on this. If you find the ones that are really clubby and colorful, kind of like the Infliction shirts, those will do even better. But I'm still confident to get 20 to 30 bucks on that. Next up is a excellent brand as well. The brand is Thomas Dean. Sorry, you probably can't see anything too up close. My webcam is pretty crappy. But this is a Thomas Dean dress shirt, and let me whip something out. Boom! That's what I like to see. A new with tag right there. This is French cuff, so whoever buys this is going to have to get some cuff links to be able to, you know, make it look nice and whatnot. But Thomas Dean, awesome brand. The ones that are more colorful and vibrant are definitely going to sell better, but still new with tags. This thing might be able to fetch $50. We'll see. In that for, I think I paid $8 or $9. Next brand that sold is a very well-known designer brand, a London brand. Check these French cuffs out. Freaking cool, aren't they? The brand is Paul Smith. Like I said, a London brand, a designer brand. Well over $100, brand new in the store. This is size 17.5 by 44, made in Italy. So it's a really nice button front shirt, spread collar, front pocket, really thin buttons. Awesome design on the French cuffs. So again, they're going to need some cuff links. And as you can see, this is a French cuff. It just looks a little different than a normal regular cuff, so that's how you know. It's just longer and it needs the cuff link. Nice stripes. I mean, cool color. I'm pretty confident that I'll be able to get maybe $30 on this. I mean, maybe $50 if I wait for a long time, but I'm probably going to blow it out within a reasonable time for $30. Paul Smith, awesome brand. Very expensive in the stores. Next item is a interesting, very interesting pullover sweater, if you want to call it that. It's got the little zipper up at the top, and I like how it says Hugo Boss on the front. People that buy these designer clothes, even like the Ralph Lauren stuff or Hugo Boss, when they sport these things, they want people to know that they're rocking it. I mean, they want people to know, I got a Hugo Boss shirt on, I got a Ralph Lauren, check out my pony. I mean, people are crazy like that. But it's really nice that it says Hugo Boss right there. That's an excellent selling point. The color is very nice. It's a unique color. It's just a strong, kind of like a hot red, which is really nice. One of my favorite colors. The tag is definitely interesting. I'm not sure if this was made in like the 90s or early 2000s. I'm not sure. I haven't seen that tag before in terms of Hugo Boss. It's called Hugo Boss 20. Cotton, size medium, just a cool item. I mean, this might be able to bring in $30, maybe a little more if I really push it, or maybe it'll fall in the $20 mark. We'll see. I mean, only in this for, I think, $5 at Savers. So, you know, another one of those things where I'm just taking a calculated risk and hoping it pays off. Now, I'm not 100% sure about this. I've never picked this brand up, but I looked it up in the sold listings real quick, and it looks like these things are going for crazy, crazy amounts of money. The brand is R. Caruso. So maybe if Hearts Pickers or Hearts Motor Company is in the comment section, maybe you could give me a little assistance with this suit right here. But I looked this up in the sold listings, and there's a brand called Caruso or Robert Caruso. So I'm not sure if the R. Caruso stands for the same one that I think it is, but check this brand out, R. Caruso or whatever Caruso in the sold listings. I mean, these things are going for like crazy, crazy prices. So I might have hit a home run with this. I'm not sure. It's 100% wool, fully lined, single vent. Just an awesome item, 2-button style. So we'll see. I think I paid $10 for this. Again, just taking a risk. I mean, sometimes if you look something up and you get a good feeling about it, or something inside of you is just saying buy it, buy it, buy it, follow that intuition and take that calculated risk. So that's what I'm doing here. Let me know if you guys have ever heard of R. Caruso. But it feels money, it feels quality, it feels like something that someone with a lot of money would possess. So hopefully it pays off. We'll see. I want to share that with you. Thought that was pretty cool. Here's a brand that I never picked up before either, but I did look it up in the sold listings, and it seems to do pretty well. The brand is Live Mechanics. Let me see if I can show that to you. There you go, Live Mechanics. And the zip-up portion right here is on the opposite side, so I'm thinking it's a women's. The opposite side of what I'm traditionally used to. So I think it's a women's jacket, but it kind of looks like something a guy would wear. I mean, the sleeves are really long, which is an indicator that it's probably a man's shirt. I mean, the length is pretty long. There's a hood on it. I'm thinking it's a guy's shirt, but I'm not sure. I'm going to have to do some more research. On the front, it says Live Mechanics. Victory is certain. So they are pretty certain that they're going to be victorious with this clothing line, I guess. But I don't know. I think I'm going to make some money on this. Just got to do some more research. It's got a cool little design on the back, too. It's pretty light. I don't know if you can see that. But I think I was in that for like $3 to $5. So maybe I'll get $40. You see, guys, I'm learning too. I mean, I've been doing this for a while. I've been studying the sold listings. I've written books. I've talked to people who have sold a lot more than me. But still, I'm constantly learning. There's always something new. And, there's people out there that are so freaked out about not being able to find stuff, and there's not enough out there. And, if you write another book, like, you're going to kill the market. I mean, you guys got to get real, honestly, because there's so much out there to know. There's so many stories. You can't be everywhere at the same place. There's so much opportunity and knowledge that needs to be. I mean, nobody knows everything. That's what I'm trying to say. So I'm telling you right now, you guys, there's so much opportunity out there, and a lot of people, they're not as smart as you. They're not as motivating and self-sufficient. They can't wake up in the morning and go source and then have the willpower to come back home and take the pictures and list it and do it day in and day out, day in and day out. So some of you guys out there are freaking out. You got to calm down a little bit, because I'm telling you, there's plenty of stuff out there for not only me, but for you, for your friends, for your family. And I mean, this is just one little niche right here, clothing. Like I've been showing you, there's baseball gloves, there's electronics, there's belts, there's accessories. I mean, the list goes on and on. So focus on yourself, keep educating yourself, keep learning, keep moving forward, mind your own business, and focus on what works for you, because that's really what's going to help. But with that rant being out of the way, this is the last clothing item I'm going to show you, the last item I'm going to show you in terms of this haul. As you can tell, it's a sport jacket. It's a tweed jacket. It's got the really nice leather buttons on the front. Nice brown color. Looks like it's fully lined. And the brand is Levi Strauss. So I thought that was pretty cool. I think this thing's going to bring in maybe $40 or $50. I'm very confident that it'll sell. Levi's is one of those brands that sells very, very often, a lot. Probably one of the most popular brands that sells on eBay. I mean, not necessarily the most profitable or items that are going to sell for the highest price, but very popular brand, as you know. Like, everyone's got Levi's jeans, and some of the stuff does really well. Looks like there's a little, darn it, there's a little hole right here. It's crazy. I miss things all the time, too. I try to look, but sometimes it's difficult. So I'm going to have to disclose that. I don't know if it's going to affect the value that much, because you can barely see it. That stinks, but pretty good condition. I think it'll still bring in $40, $50. So hopefully you enjoyed that little haul video. I hope I was able to assist you in learning some new brands, some new styles, some new types of items, or maybe I just provided you with a little bit of entertainment in the background as you listed your items or took your pictures. I love making these videos. Seriously, I really do. And I plan to be picking and reselling for a long time. I mean, I may get into other things in the future, like real estate or other type of internet businesses or other types of niches, but I feel that I'm always going to be reselling. I love it. I love making deals. I love buying low, selling high. I love being able to help people to make money. I mean, especially the folks out there who, really need the money. The mother out there who has 2 kids, the single mother, and she's looking for that extra 100, 200 bucks a month, so she could bring them out to Six Flags, or she could go out to the movies or have a nice night out once in a while. I mean, that's who I'm giving this information out for. Or for that father who is just lost his job and has to provide for his family and just needs a way to make money. I mean, this is who I'm doing it for. I mean, for everybody as well, but those are the people that really motivate me. I get messages all the time of folks saying, thank you so much, you've helped me do this, you've helped me do that. And while I am earning some money off the YouTube, Google AdSense, and from the books I'm selling, I mean, honestly, it's really something when people reach out to you and they thank you and they show their gratitude. That's what really keeps me going on, keeps me wanting to make more of these videos and just keep giving back to the community. It really is an honor. I feel privileged, and honestly, I think if you, and I'm talking to you listening, if you love reselling as much as me and picking, and you like helping people, and you've got a good amount of knowledge, I mean, consider starting a YouTube channel, because not only can you help people, to make money and to provide entertainment, but you could also earn some money doing it through, like I said, the Google AdSense, or affiliate marketing, or creating your own products, or teaming up with some folks and starting your own Facebook group. I mean, whatever it is. I mean, whenever you're giving value to people and you're helping a lot of people and you're making a difference in someone's life, you're going to get compensated one way or another. That could have a monetary value, or it could be a different form of value, maybe in reading your email and getting thank yous from people and people showing gratitude. So I definitely suggest giving back. Start a Facebook group, start a YouTube channel. I mean, it really is awesome. But I'm going to go into the comment section real quick, give some shout-outs, answer some questions, and I'm going to wrap things up for the day. I appreciate you guys watching and tuning in for it's probably been about a good half hour now. So thanks again. I appreciate it. If you liked the video, hit the thumbs up. It's always very appreciated. Serious Neo, so much at once. Just learned about picking like 4 days ago, but it's slowly coming together. Yeah, man, it's definitely a process. You're not gonna learn it all at once. It's something that slowly comes into your life. You learn this, you learn that, you learn how to take pictures, you learn a certain style of items, and then you do well for a while, you make a mistake, you learn again. I mean, it really is a process. It's been a few years for me now, and I'm still learning every day, but the key is to just keep educating yourself. Leave the naysayers and the haters aside, because there's going to be people that just try to bring you down, but you just ignore them and keep giving back and pushing forward, and you're going to be all right. Mr. Retro Josh, what's shaking, Raiken? What is happening, my man? Hopefully we can get you on the green room soon. That would be awesome. But yeah, man, things are going well. Having some fun. Got to print out my shipping labels soon. Hit up the post office, and probably going to get out of the office. The Thread Hut, by the way, I'm glad to finally see you live on YouTube. Love your videos, man. Keep it up. Yeah, I'm glad to have you in the comment section as well. I don't think I've ever seen you comment. Maybe you have. There's a lot of comments, but again, I appreciate your support. Olivia Moore, what is happening? This is Dallas's wife, right? I believe so. What's going on, Olivia? Glad you're stopping by. Hope things are going well with you in Dallas. And I know you guys are really growing to say the least. You guys got your own warehouse space now, or you own it, I think. You guys are traveling all over the place, so I wish you guys the best. Thanks again. Jeff W. smashed that like button, picked up a 46 long Hickey Freeman for 99 cents, chocolate brown, boardroom style, inside liner sleeve needs to be repaired. Is it worth repairing? Yeah, you're going to notice a lot of the times with especially like the older Hickey Freemans and even like the older Nordstrom stuff, there's going to be issues with the lining. And if you open up the jacket, there's either going to be no lining or partial lining or full lining. I noticed that there's a lot of issues around the armpit area and even in the sleeves. I mean, honestly, for 99 cents, I wouldn't waste your time repairing it because there's just so many blazers, sports coats, and suits out there. Like, that's one of the most, like, what's the word I'm looking for? Like, people don't go after those things. I feel like people are intimidated by them. That's why I came out with the Blazing Profits program, because I'm trying to like wake some people up that there's so much money to be made in these items. I mean, obviously, you know, sometimes they're harder to sell or they take longer to sell just because they're a higher price point, and you know, there's more people probably searching for polo shirts. But I'm telling you right now, you pick these things up for $5-6, you sell them for 80, 90, 100 bucks all day long. I mean, even if you want to move them quick, 20, 30 bucks. $40 for a suit jacket. I mean, that's a really nice flip right there. I just today I sold a Ermini Gildo Yegna suit, and it was a cotton suit. That's the funny thing. It was really different. And I actually went picking the other day with a guy who lives right down the street from my office. He hit me up. He says, I think we're pretty close to each other. I saw a sign in one of the videos. I live right down the street. We ended up meeting up, and we hit a Salvation Army. I scooped up a Yegna suit and listed it up. 2 weeks later, sold for $120. Only paid like $3, so that was awesome. But yeah, if it's got a flaw, Jeff, I mean, especially if you're only in it for 99 cents, just get rid of it or sell it with the flaw. Sell it for 30, 40 bucks or even 15, 20. Make some money on it and move on to the next one. The Thread Hut, what's up, Steve? Should I be selling my massive winter inventory in the middle of summer? I mean, if you sell internationally, I mean, you'll be fine. I mean, there's different weather conditions all over the country, so all because it's hot over here, it could be cold on the other side of the country or somewhere else. I mean, it'll still sell, especially if you're, you know, selling internationally. But even in the States, someone will be buying it. Maybe someone wants to buy it in North Carolina and they're traveling to Alaska or something. I don't know, but I think you'll be fine. But obviously, certain things do sell better. Like Tommy Bahama shirts are going to sell better in the summertime, but they'll still sell. Could you talk about how you do your shipping labels through eBay? I have been just using the ones from USPS and handwriting everything. Yeah, sure. So let me see. Flip this thing around. So there's my printer right there. It's a Brother HL2280W. It's a laser printer. And what I do is I get these adhesive labels. So I'll show you right here. They're probably like 5 or 6 cents each. They peel right off. As you see, they stick. And it comes 2 per sheet. And what I do is I pretty much just put these in the printer. And when I print my label off through eBay, it prints right on there, and I stick it onto, you know, the package, and it goes off. So that's pretty much how I do the labels. There's a lot of videos on eBay. Shipping labels, like how to print them and stuff on YouTube. I'm not going to explain the whole process now, but it's really easy. If you're not shipping through the eBay system at your house, I definitely would suggest doing it, because not only are you going to save a lot of time by not having to wait in the lines at the post office, but you're also going to be granted a special discount by shipping through eBay on the USPS. I know some people also use stamps.com, I think, as well to save some money, but these are called adhesive labels. Look them up on eBay. I think it comes to like, I don't know, like a few pennies or maybe up to 5 or 6 cents per sheet. There's 2 per sheet. Put them in, you print it out, you flip it around, put it back in your printer or whatever you use, and they work great. They save some time, so you don't have to be, you know, handwriting it and, you know, cutting it out a piece of paper and taping it on. So that's what I do. Works good. Anthony Reeves, I would love to get a bit more into clothing, but the thrift stores where I live never have any good brands. Not sure where else I can source clothes to resell. Let me know where you live. I mean, honestly, I've traveled to quite a few different states, and I always find stuff. You know, obviously, if you're in California, you're not going to be finding the Pendletons and the Woolrich and, you know, the big jackets and stuff, because it's hot over there. Whereas over here, you're going to be finding a lot more of that stuff because I'm in Connecticut, New England. It's colder and stuff. The point I'm trying to make is there's always stuff at these thrift stores. I mean, even in the lower end states, you know, places where, you know, the average income is way below what it is over here, there's still stuff to be you know, sourced, really good stuff. I'd say keep educating yourself. You might want to look into getting 101 Killer clothing brands. You might want to look into study into sold listings every night for a few hours, because there's always stuff out there. There's always a weak spot. There's always something that's predominant in a certain area, a certain state. And honestly, I think that you maybe aren't educated enough. And if you are, maybe you just you got some bad luck, I guess. I mean, if you're in a really bad part, I feel bad for anybody who, you know, lives in a certain part of the country that just doesn't have a lot of stuff. I'm definitely blessed to live in a pretty awesome area in Connecticut, and there's a lot of really good stuff. Let me see if I can show you something real quick. Never mind. I had this little map off to the side that showed all my thrift stores, but I tell you, over here, I mean, I'm just loaded with thrift stores. It's ridiculous. There's so many, especially the folks in like Florida. I mean, that's a freaking madhouse over there. But keep educating yourself. Try to learn different types of items, because maybe clothes are crappy in your area, but electronics are awesome. Maybe there's a lot of furniture deals for Craigslist or bikes. So just keep educating yourself. Donnie Cole, any luck with the Joseph A. Banks Signature Gold Series Blazers? Yep, I love them. Probably my favorite thing in that brand. Sheer here. I have a quick shipping question. How do you charge for shipping? Flat calculated. I do like $2.99 flat shipping, but I always pay more to ship, so I definitely think I'm doing it wrong. How are you charging? I just do free shipping, and I bake my shipping into the price. So, like, say I'm going to sell something for 25 or something, I'll just put it up for 30 and bake the $5 into it. But honestly, I just offer free shipping pretty much for everything. I mean, most of the stuff I'm selling is going to go first class, so it's only $2 or $3. So I just pretty much eat the shipping and just price it high and go with the long tail method. But if you got something that's really heavy, like if you're shipping something that's like 10 or 15 pounds, go with the calculated shipping, weigh it out in advance, so when it sells, you'll charge the person accordingly. Hey, buddy, long time since I've been around. I'm on a work assignment in Barbados. It's rough. What's going on, P&W Picker? All right, so it looks like that's pretty much it right now in the comment section. I appreciate you guys, you know, stopping by for a good amount of time and watching and asking questions and learning. It's definitely awesome being a part of this community. But everyone, I hope you have a great day. Keep on picking and making that money, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.